What do you believe is the key to success or productivity in life? This isn't a rhetorical question, it's a challenge for us all to deeply contemplate. Let's dive into a thought-provoking concept from the book, The One Thing by Gary Keller. Keller suggests that the secret to success isn't in the multitude of tasks we juggle, but rather in the single task that we choose to focus on. Sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? In our fast-paced world where multitasking is often praised, the idea of focusing on one thing might seem improbable, if not impossible. But let's peel back the layers of this concept. The one thing isn't about neglecting all other tasks, but rather about prioritizing and giving our undivided attention to the one task that will make everything else easier or unnecessary. It's about identifying and committing to our most important goal, our highest priority, our one thing. Think about this. When we scatter our energy across multiple tasks, we dilute our effectiveness. It's like trying to light a pile of leaves with the sun's rays. But when we concentrate our energy, like focusing sunlight through a magnifying glass, we can ignite a fire. The same principle applies to our goals and tasks. By focusing on our one thing, we can ignite our productivity and blaze a trail to success. We can achieve extraordinary results, not by doing more, but by doing less. To illustrate, consider a juggler. The more balls they add, the more challenging it becomes to keep them all in the air. But if they focus on one ball, they can toss it higher, catch it with more precision, and even add some flair to their performance. That's the power of the one thing. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing one thing extraordinarily well. And in doing so, we can create a ripple effect, a domino effect, where success in one area leads to success in others. So, the question begs, are you focusing on your one thing? Picture a line of dominoes. A tiny push sets off a chain reaction. That's the power of focusing on one thing. This simple yet profound principle is the heart of The One Thing by Gary Keller. Let's delve into this a bit more. Imagine each domino is a task you need to complete. The first domino is your one thing, the most important task you need to tackle. By knocking down this domino first, you set off a chain reaction that makes each subsequent task easier to complete. This is the power of the domino effect. Small actions can lead to significant outcomes. By concentrating your efforts on your one thing, you can achieve extraordinary results. It's not about doing more, but rather about doing what matters most. Consider the case of a writer who decides to write just one page a day. That single page may seem insignificant on its own, but over a year, those single pages add up to a 365-page novel. That's the domino effect in action. The domino effect isn't just a theory, it's a proven principle that's been leveraged by successful individuals and companies worldwide. They understand that focusing on their one thing can create a cascade of success. So, what's your one thing? Remember, a small action today can lead to a cascade of success tomorrow. You might be wondering, does this one thing concept work in the real world? Well, let me regale you with some remarkable success stories where focusing on one thing made all the difference. Let's start with In-N-Out Burger, a cherished fast food powerhouse in the United States. Unlike other fast food chains that have diversified their menus to include salads, lattes, and the like, In-N-Out Burger kept its focus simple: burgers, fries, and drinks. They polished their one thing to perfection, and the payoff has been remarkable. The chain is heralded today for its superior quality and customer loyalty, a testimony to the power of focusing on one thing leading to extraordinary results. Now, let's turn our attention to Warren Buffett, a name that's synonymous with investment success. Buffett ascribes his success to focusing on one thing: investing in businesses he understands. This simple, focused investment strategy has enabled him to build a fortune that ranks him among the world's wealthiest. Next up is the inspiring tale of J.K. Rowling, the mastermind behind the Harry Potter series. She was a single mother on welfare when she began penning the first book. Despite numerous rejections, she stayed committed to her one thing: finishing and publishing her novel. Today, she's counted among the most successful authors in the world, all thanks to her unwavering focus on her one thing. The one thing concept isn't confined to achieving success in business or personal wealth. It also extends to personal fulfillment and contentment. Consider Julia Butterfly Hill, an ardent environmental activist. Hill lived in a 180-foot-tall, 600-year-old California redwood tree for over 2 years to prevent it from being cut down. Her one thing was saving the tree. Her tale inspired millions globally and resulted in the tree's permanent protection. How about the story of Elon Musk, the visionary behind SpaceX? He focused his energy on one thing: creating reusable rockets. This focus led to SpaceX successfully launching and landing rockets that can be used multiple times for space travel, a groundbreaking achievement that has revolutionized space exploration. As you can observe, focusing on one thing can lead to extraordinary results. Be it a company working towards customer loyalty, an investor making astute choices, an author conjuring her first novel, an activist protecting a tree, or a visionary reshaping space travel, the one thing principle can lead to astounding success. How can you apply the one thing principle in your own life? It may seem like a daunting task, but here are some practical strategies to help you get started. First, identify what your one thing is. This is the one goal or task that, if accomplished, would make everything else easier or unnecessary. It's not about the quantity of things you do, but the impact of that one significant thing. Once you've identified your one thing, make it a priority. Start your day by dedicating a block of time to focus solely on this task. This is your time block. Protect this time block with everything you've got. Interruptions and distractions are the enemies of productivity. Next, be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your one thing may not be accomplished overnight. It's about consistent effort over time, like a domino effect. One small action leads to another and another until you've achieved your goal. Finally, simplify. Remove anything that does not align with your one thing. This could be unnecessary tasks, clutter in your workspace, or even negative thoughts. Simplify to amplify your results. Remember, success isn't always about doing more. Sometimes it's about doing less, but making it count. By focusing on your one thing, you too can transform your productivity and effectiveness. What's your one thing? The one thing that, if you could do it exceptionally well, would change everything for you? Ponder upon it. Is it something that you're currently investing your time and energy into, or is it still waiting in the wings, eager for your attention? This isn't just about you or me. It's about a community of people striving to achieve their one thing. We're all on this journey together, trying to push our own dominoes and watch as they create a ripple effect of success. To delve deeper into this concept, consider purchasing The One Thing by Gary Keller. It's a treasure trove of insights, stories, and strategies that could potentially be your catalyst for change. And while you're at it, why not join this community of productivity enthusiasts? If you found our content valuable, please consider to like and share with others. It's a small gesture that helps us a lot. Hit that subscribe button and let's embark on this journey together. Focus on your one thing and watch your success unfold. Thank you for watching.